Well, hey, good evening, everybody. How are you? How are you? Wow, Bill, thank you for joining. How are you, my friend? I just barely got out here, got a late evening start. I just arrived up about maybe 5, 10 minutes ago, but I am out here and ready to get some fishing done. How are you, my friend? I take it that everybody's doing well today? Indeed, tight lines. Very good. Do me a favor if you would, Wild Bill. Can you give me a thumbs up? That way I can see if you can actually hear the audio. I'm testing out a new wireless type lapel speaker or microphone, I should say, on the ball cap. If you could let me know that you can hear me, it'd be great. Also, for those of you watching, thank you for joining this evening. I appreciate it. Another exciting adventure out here on Colorado River, doing a little bit of night fishing where it's a little bit cooler. Not by much, but it is cooler. Appreciate it. Thank you, Wild Bill. We are gooder. I like it. Yeah, I did get a little late start this evening. Had to take care of some things today. Um, had to take a drive out of state and got back as quick as I could. Didn't want to miss the old fishing for the night, you know? Appreciate that. Folks, do me a favor. Watching, hit that like button for me if you would. I really would appreciate it. If you're brand new to my channel, thank you for joining me. This is Arizona Outdoors. My name is Tim. And we're out here on the Colorado River this evening doing some night fishing. It's a little bit warm out here still. Wasn't as hot today as it normally could have been. We were about 111 today. I think we're about 105 right now. So, well, thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Thanks for the heads up on the audio. That's kind of important. Appreciate that. So, a couple of new poles I'm using tonight. I did bring a bigger one. I brought one of my heavy to medium light 6.5 to 7.5 foot pole, going anywhere from a 8 pound to a 20 pound line on that, with some couple of 3/8 sinkers with a couple of beads in between to kind of like protect them from slamming on each other. And this one tonight, which is a little bit lighter in the on the actual weights, going to use this one leaning against the chair. So, going to do the first cast tonight. Off we go to the water. Again, like I said, I appreciate everybody joining me out here tonight. It means a lot. I couldn't do this without you guys and your support. Appreciate it so much. There we go. All right. We're going to do that first cast out tonight. I'm really super excited. I cannot wait for my new pole holder to come in. I end up buying a new one, and I'm just waiting for it to come in. Looks like I'm dragging on some stuff underneath. Oh, yeah. This specific area seems to give me a lot of grief. There we go. There we go. I'm probably going to end up putting a bell on this thing because that's the only way I'm going to be able to really hear it. Excellent. All right. I'm going to go grab that quick bell real quick. Don't want to miss it. I'm even putting a rock underneath the backside of that pole so I can hold it in place. Excellent. All right. First pole's in. Let's go bait the other one. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, Barbie, how are you? Justin, thank you. I do appreciate that. Yeah. Whoop. See, I'm already getting a hit. Didn't take long at all. Fish is on. Yes. Fish on. Very nice. Yeah, it's going to be a dink, but that's okay. At least we got the skunky out of the way already. Oh, it just spit it. It just spit it. It was on there. It was on there. But again, it's a good sign. Not even 5 minutes into it, and it's already doing it. Exactly. That's correct, Mr. Rex, Stack Rex. Fish on, my friend. Fish on. Okay, we're going to go ahead and recast it back out. Boy, this is a great evening. Not even 5 minutes into getting the line out there, it already got a bite. Folks, do me a favor. I appreciate it if you could hit that like button for me. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I would like to hit 200 before Friday if possible. I'm trying to grow the channel and I'm almost at 200. So if you could help me out, I would really appreciate it. If you're new to my channel, I will subscribe back. And for those of you who are already subscribed to me, thank you so much. I couldn't do it without your support. All right, gonna do that again. All right, just get this next pull set up. Yeah, let's get the next one set up. Hi, Melvin. Thank you for joining the channel. Much appreciated. Yes, indeed, it was a quick release. As soon as I got it up to my area, it spit the hook. Muddy Water Outdoors, thank you. Thank you for joining the channel this evening. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for joining me, and subscribe if you're new. I guess that would count as one so far, even though I wasn't able to get it up on the shore here, but I will count that as one. So getting ready to put another one out there, and we're going to go with a heavier pole tonight on this one. This is the newest one I'm bringing out tonight. It's my ugly stick from Shakespeare. It's medium to heavy, between 8 and 20-pound test line on it. I actually did change this one up a little bit. I did put a fluorocarbon on it tonight, a 20-pound fluorocarbon. I've heard some good things about it from one of my subscribers, and I want to say a thank you to that gentleman. And we're going to try it out and see how it works. Indeed. So far, so good, eh? Melvin, it is actually 8:36. Where are you watching from tonight, my friend? 8:30. Thank you, Wild Bill. Appreciate it. Where are you watching from, Melvin? Let me know. Put it in the comments more. South Carolina? Awesome. Beautiful out there. Oh, it's already getting another hit. Already getting another hit. They are hungry tonight. Come on. He's biting on it. He's biting on it. Loosen up that drag just a wee bit. I must say, they are hungry tonight. Okay. And we'll put it back down, let it sit for a minute. I really need to change up the bell system on this. I need to get the ones that actually go at the very tip of the rod itself. That would be great. Whoa. Orangeburg, South Carolina. Nice. That was a good hit on that one. That was a good hit on that one. The way I'm going right now, I may not be able to get that second pull put in. Come on. I'll give it a few more minutes and then I'll check it because that second hit that I got seemed like it was a pretty good tap on the pole. I'm using that product, which I like to call magic thread. It's good material, but you know what? I'll tell you, if the fish are hungry, they're going to get that bait off regard. Oh, fish on. Boy, that thing hit hard. Holy cow, that thing hit hard. Man. Okay. It is official. It is official. The skunk is gone. This little guy hit like he was a big one. The skunk is gone. So we're going to go ahead and get this guy off and put him back in the water. I don't like keeping them out longer than I need to, especially the smaller ones. I want to get them back out in water where they can grow bigger. Something tells me this little guy, yeah, he swallowed that thing, but it's okay. I'll be able to get him out. I'll be able to get him out. Just get some of the tools that I need for it. Orangeburg, South Carolina. It's 11:34 in your area. Nice. All right, we're working with this cat because there it is. All right, hang in there, buddy. I'm trying to get it out. All right, very good. right, very good. All right, first one's off. Very good. Orangeburg SC, is that South Carolina? I'm assuming, correct? Very good, very good. Oh, hey, great, folks. I've got 29 watchers. Can I get some more likes up on the thumbs up? Appreciate it. I would really appreciate that. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get this one done and get this one tied up and get her on there. Yeah, that little guy, man, it hit hard. It literally hit hard. There we go. I knew it was somewhere around here. Gonna just wrap this bad boy up there. Get her on out there. No kidding. 412 at the Havasu area. Oh, great. Hey, Charlie, thanks for joining the channel this evening. Much appreciated. All right, let's get this one casted out into the water, huh? There we go. That's pretty exciting to know that. Wow, that's a good size one. 4.12. That is a decent size one, no doubt. Well, hi, Sandy and Alan. How are you? Thank you for joining the channel. I do appreciate that. If you're new, welcome aboard. Welcome, welcome. Love seeing everybody out here tonight. If you're just joining the channel, I'm out here fishing the Colorado River this evening. A little bit cooler. That was a pretty good cast, if I say so myself. That one went far. Oh, whoa. All right. A little bit of activity tonight. Yeah, I normally like to get out here a little bit earlier in the evening. That way everybody can see the area around me. But running a little late tonight, but it's okay. We're out here. And I really appreciate you guys being faithful and joining the channel this evening. It means a lot. Now, this pole that I'm using right now I haven't used this one for quite a while. And I've had it for about maybe 10 years or so. And I used to use it all the time where I used to fish, but I've not used it since I've been out here in Arizona. So I figured it was time to bring her back out. One thing I'd really like to try and get really proficient with is going to be a bait caster. I know that they do have some challenges, but I also know that they can be worked through with practice and repetition for what I'm hearing and seeing. So I would like to definitely try bait caster and see how that works. But I definitely love the spin cast, one of my all-time favorite ones. It is a bit warm, but you know what? It's still a gorgeous night, and I can see almost a crescent moon up there. So, and yeah, doesn't get no better than that. Well, thank you, Barbie. I appreciate that. Hi, Norman Ray. How are you? Thank you for joining the channel. Much appreciated this evening. Oh, really? Is that no kidding, Stax Wax? So you actually have one. You do a lot of YouTube watching on how to operate those bait casters, huh? Good tips. I know that some of them that I've seen can be pretty pricey too. Can be very pricey. You know, maybe it's just me, but it seems like a majority of the actual reels that I see seem like they're more like for right-handed people. Um, some of them, you whoa, getting a bite. Hang on. Some of them you can change them around to the opposite end to make them left-hand compatible, but the majority of that I see are just strictly for right-handed. Oh, fish on. All right. He took. I felt it. Now I casted this line a little bit farther out into the center of the river area. Yeah, but as I was saying though, it seems like a majority of them are designed more for right-handed versus the left-hander. Third of the night, technically two, even though the first one came up to the actual bank here and dropped. He spit it out before I could get him out, but yeah, two, but then one for sure. Oh, you want to lewd Mark One, huh? Nice. You like it? Lose. I got you. You like it, huh? Now, I guess a really decent one can probably retail for around maybe 50, 60 bucks, but I'm sure they can go as high as a couple of hundred, you know, with the easy bearing systems and all that and the racial formats and all that. I still would like to learn how to do it though. A lot of them that I've seen though, you can get a lot of bird nests out of them, which hopefully I would never do that. Well, let's give this thing a check. That one did hit pretty hard. Wow. Okay. Bait's intact for the most part, I believe. Yeah, no, it hit it hard because it took a majority of it off. It took a majority of that bait off, and it drugged me through some vegetation. And I'm also pulling up other material out of here. These looks like wipes. I toss them by the chair and I pick them up on the way out of here. I don't like leaving any kind of garbage here. Oh yeah, this one hit hard, no doubt. It's all right though. We'll chalk that up just to baiting the water tonight. Okay, well, let's put another piece on. What we'll do is we'll probably set this one up, and then we will lean it against the chair. Oh, no kidding, Mr. Stack. Wow, that's got to be tough. Yeah, that's probably one of my biggest fears is bird nesting like that. I've seen it on YouTube, and it can be pretty gnarly. But I'm also the mindset that if I don't try, I'll never learn, right? If I don't try, I'll never learn. A little bit more chum for the birds, or the fish, I should say. Awesome. Appreciate you guys watching tonight. There we go. This would be a nice piece going out to whatever it is. It's a decent sized piece, if I say so myself. What do y'all think of that? That's a decent sized piece right there. Indeed. So what I might do is set this one out, cast it, and put it by the chair, and let the chair hold it up. Got the wakes coming in. We gotta wait till they're done. Kind of anticipate down, so that way I don't have to deal with the actual lines having an issue going back out there. Folks, I appreciate it. I got 17 likes on, or 17 viewers on. Appreciate that. 15 likes, much appreciated. All right, off we go. All right, so we'll set this one here by the rock and the pole. All right, good stuff. Tighten up that line. Indeed. All right. What's my favorite barley pop? I don't know. I kind of like them all. Well, yeah, if I must be fair, my favorite one, honestly, free. Free is always my favorite. Let me get this other pole set up here real quick. All right. See what we got going on with this little one. Connor, thank you for joining the channel. I appreciate that. Watching all the way from Utah. Hey, that is one beautiful state up there. Gorgeous, gorgeous state. How far are you from Moab? Connor, I am actually on the Colorado River. I am on the Colorado River this evening, not too far from a little town called Laughlin, Nevada. You may have heard of it. Oh, you live in St. George. Beautiful, beautiful. Oh, you have? Okay, good. Then you know quite pretty much where I'm at. It was interesting. Years ago, I had the whoop, got a bite. Hang on. I heard it hit. I heard it hit. Come on. I heard the bell. Yep. Oh, fish on. Fish on. Oh my gosh. Now, that's what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, these little ones, they fight pretty aggressively. They really do fight aggressively. Okay, this one's a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger, maybe a little over a pound, if that. Indeed. All right, let me see if I can get this guy off here real quick. Get him back in the water. All right. Get this guy back out in the water where he belongs. All right, just chill, just relax. We're getting there. Hang on. Yeah. He pulled that thing like he had some business going on with that. Indeed. Folks, he's a nice one. He is definitely a nice one. Not a bad size. He's not real big, but he's not a small one. Maybe a little over a pound or so. Indeed. Brother, thank you for the fight. Appreciate it. Now go out there and grow bigger. Good job. Grow bigger, my man. You know, I bet I would. I would love to do it. It's a lot of finesse fishing on that one for sure. Yeah, that would be pretty exciting to be able to finesse fish on a lighter line and lighter rod. They do. They absolutely fight so hard. It just, it just, it just. I mean, honestly, it blows my mind on how well they do fight. When you're actually bringing them in, you almost feel like you have a large fish on board. You know, that was indeed a good fight. Much appreciated on that one. So I guess that would technically count as three, right? Spearfishing. Yeah, out here in Arizona, we can legally spearfish. The only ones that we cannot legally spearfish will be bass. Long-nosed carpet poker? No, never even heard of it. Jacob, welcome to the channel. Appreciate that. Really do. No, I've never even heard of it. Yes. Smallmouth for sure. It was probably, I posted in one of my videos a little while ago, which totally surprised me. I was out here one night fishing, and I actually brought in a 5-pound smallmouth bass. I was so surprised that it was even in the river. I didn't even know they were in the river. It completely caught me off guard. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that edge. Looking for that edge, that hook. Yeah, I didn't even know that we actually had smallmouth bass that large out here. The lake or the river, or I'm sorry, the lake up the road from where I'm at. Yeah, that I could see. That I could see. Uh-huh. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, you didn't know what to use? No, they don't tend to be too deep at all. One thing that I've with most bass that I have caught in the past is I will use like a worm and a bobber per se, or honestly, to my surprise, they love anchovy. They love anchovy, and that's what I caught mine on. That's why I use quite a bit of it now. We're gonna go with 3. 2 in hand and one that actually, when I got to the bank, it spit it out. But I did see it. It was on video, I promise. You know what? Let me get this one taken care of real quick too, because I don't want to lose this one. There we go. I think if I get them both done up, I'll be able to put them both in the line in the water. Nope, nope. Using a number two Gamakatsu red hook. I prefer them because to me their hooks are a lot sharper. I did try an Eagle Claw once. Um, I won't say anything negative about it. I just, my personal opinion, I wasn't too impressed with them. Let's see if I can redo this one. It may not hold up. It may not hold up. So there we go. We'll make that work. Hey, you know what? No shame in that one, my friend. When I first started fishing years ago, there's a lot of things I didn't know how to use or do. And honestly, to this day, I'm still learning as I go. So there's never a negative on that one for sure. If you're learning and you're achieving, that's all that matters. There's never a bad day of fishing. Even you may not catch, it's okay. You're still out there enjoying it. All right, let's get this one casted out real quick. All right. I'm gonna go grab that other pole real quick. Hi, Mike. How are you? No, I came back to the Old Faithful tonight. Just I wanted to get a couple of hours of fishing in tonight. So far, it's been really good out here. Appreciate y'all joining the channel tonight. It means a lot to me. All right. Well, right now I could definitely use that pole holder. Kind of keeping the eye on the old bell and watching the pole move and feeling the one in my hand. Getting a bite. Fish on. Hang on a minute. Yep. Okay. Wasn't sure. It felt like it, but I wasn't sure. Yep. She's a dink. Oh, she crossed the line. That's okay, though. Not a problem. She's a dink, but it's all good. It is all good. All right, let's get this little guy off the pole here. Boy, this one's a little feisty guy, isn't he? Relax there, old boy. There you go. Relax. Yes, I normally wear gloves. I'm not going to lie to you because I've been stuck multiple times by the dorsal pin fin, and I'm just not a fan of that. All right, I got you. I got you. Relax. You're not going anywhere. He's a smallie, but I'll take him. A fish is a fish, right? Appreciate the fight, my friend. Appreciate the fight. Go grow and live. Come on. There you go. Good job. All right. You ever get one of those anticipations that, hang on, let me go fix the other pole real quick. All right, I'm back. Get that anticipation of that bell hitting, you know? JR, how are you? Thanks for joining the channel tonight. Well, thank you, Jose. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate each and every one of you joining me tonight on the live. All right. Let's do another one here. It might be a little too long. We don't need that much of it. There's a smaller piece of bait. Did anybody get an opportunity to fish today at all? Whatever state you may be in or country? Oh, I do apologize. Josie, I do apologize. I appreciate that. No disrespect, miss. I do apologize. Thank you for correcting me on that. All right. Let's get this back out in the water. Whoop. Hang on a minute. I think the pole just got a hit. Mm. It's one of those ones where you just have to keep an eye on both, right? Oh, no kidding. I'm a huge fan of bow shooting. Absolutely. What type of bow do you have? That one didn't feel so well. See if I can cast it back out without taking the bait off. Yeah, that one didn't seem like it went well. Excellent. Okay, that'll definitely work. So Josie, you bow hunt. Nice. Much better on the cast on that one. I actually do have bow hunted before with mine. I have a diamond bow. Love that thing. It's an amazing bow. I have a compound camouflage style type diamond bow. It's one of my favorites. Oh, using Matthews. Nice. Nice. Hi Mike, how are you? I used to do competition shooting in the state that I lived in before I moved out here to Arizona. And yeah, I loved to bow shoot. think I got into bow shooting and hunting with bow maybe about 7 years ago. Yeah, about 7 years ago. A really good friend of mine that lives in California actually introduced me to bow shooting, and yeah, I got hooked ever since. I've been hooked ever since. We would go out and we would competition bow shoot. Whoop, getting a bite. We would, I believe it may be fish on. Okay, it hit hard. Let's see if it's going to do anything. Anyway, we would go out and competition bow shoot to keep our skills up. And we used to do a lot of 3D tournament bow shooting. Um, don't know if you're familiar with the Big Bear 3D bow shoot out in California. And used to do another one out in the city of Riverside, another bow shoot competition place. Yeah, a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Well, that guy hit hard. I don't know why I didn't take it. I think when I bring this one back in, I'm going to end up checking the other one and bringing the other one in too to make sure the bait is still on there. This pole here that I'm using right now is a medium to light, maybe a 5 to 6 foot. I don't think it has a weight capacity for line no more than 14 pounds on it. So, I mean, when I cast, if I put heavier weights on it, I tend to get a good distance out of it. But the reality is that it's um it's a lighter pole. Not quite sure who makes it. It's called a Laser Spark Speed Stick. If you've ever heard of that, let me know who makes that. Appreciate that. Did I hit 200? I hit 200? Awesome. Thank you, everyone. Much appreciated. That means a lot. All right. Thank you, everybody who helped support that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, Wild Bill, for letting me know. So my next goal now will be to, I would love to go 300, but I'll be happy with 250. But hey, everyone who's subscribed, who made it possible for me to hit that 200 goal, thank you so much. I couldn't have done it without you. I truly, truly appreciate that. I mean that. Thank you so much. Oh, oh, wow, that's pretty cool. I hit 200 on live. Much appreciated. Okay, we'll give it a few more minutes to see how it looks on that, and then we'll end up changing it out. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. It means a lot, guys and gals. It means a lot. Thank you so much. Oh, hey, I will tell you straight out. Josie, hunting deer and turkey with the bow, that's a competition in itself. That's something to be really proud about. Indeed. Mad respects. Mad respects. I've got some property that I'm actually building on in a town called Seligman, Arizona. It's about an hour, hour and a half away from us, east of here, as you're heading towards the Grand Canyon area. And one of my ultimate goals is to actually put in an archery range, about a 70-yard archery range. So when I'm up there, with the family, with my grandkids or whoever, even friends that come out that own bows, they can come out and shoot targets with me. Um, Sadly, I don't do much hunting anymore out in Arizona here. The hunting process is a little bit different. I'm used to where you get your tags and you go, and it's not bad about Arizona the way they do it, and I respect that. I probably will one day. Whoop, boy, that hit hard. We'll see what happened there for a minute. As I was saying, I will definitely give it a try again. It's just that out here, it's a little bit different than what I'm used to. When you get a tag, you get basically it's a draw, and I believe, and I could be wrong. I don't want to say it's 100% accurate, but I believe that once you get your tag, I believe it's a draw that you have to get, and once you're approved, then you're qualified to get that hunt. And like I said, anybody who does hunt in Arizona, if you could clarify that for me, because I don't want to give out misinformation, because I may be wrong, but that's how I'm perceiving it. But again, definitely don't want to give up. There's a lot of good hunting out here, especially in Seligman area where I've got property. All right, let's check this out. Let's check this out. Whoa, okay, go. Getting a bite. That one's getting a bite. I believe fish is on. Man, it just amazes me how these little guys are so feisty. They are so feisty. Come here. Look at that. Little dinks, but these guys fight. Man, they fight. All right, relax. Let's get you off here and get you back in the water. Come on now. These little guys are feisty and they're not afraid to fight. They're not afraid to fight. Very good. All right, brother. Let's get you back in the water. Thanks for the fight. Grow up to be bigger, huh? Grow up to be bigger. Yeah, we're gonna switch this one up. See, I keep getting these wipes. I kid you not. I keep getting them. I probably maybe pull out every time I come out, maybe about two or three every time I come out. I get them. Put it right there because when I leave, I take it with me. I don't like leaving anything here. All right, let's get some more bait on these things and get them back out in the water. JR, thanks for joining the channel this evening, my friend. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Oh, this one left me a little bit. I'll get some new bait on that bad boy. All right. I'm going to clean up this line a little bit. Ouch. Well, that's a whole one, small one to put right on there. All right, might be time for a little bit of water. Folks, if you heard the gurgling, I'm going to apologize. I was pretty parched. It's still pretty warm out here. Josie, I'm using frozen anchovies. That seems to be their favorite. Um, Everything I've been catching, like the striper, the bass, even the catfish, they love it. I've never ever had an issue where I've casted it out and it hasn't been taken. There are times that they've taken it and I haven't caught the fish, but for the most part though, they've taken it and I was able to reel them in. Yeah, it was a game changer. Um, I guess back in sometime because like back in the day when I used to do some fishing out the other state I lived in, I never really used much about it. I used a lot of power baits, a lot of lures, things like that, treble hooks, even salmon eggs, or even like rooster tails stuff like that for trout. But yeah, I got turned on to anchovies here not too long ago, and it's like I said, it's been a game changer. Oh, indeed, they're great, and they are great. Yeah, Jr. They have never failed me yet. I mean, honestly, they have not never failed me. Just about every fish that you see on the videos that I do have, that when I have caught, yeah, it's all been on anchovies. I'm not opposed to using lures. No, no, not at all. In fact, I want to learn more about them and how they work. Because I do have a friend of mine that I know that uses like quite a bit of lures, and he's catching some monster-sized striper. We're talking 20 pounds plus. So I want to try that. I want to try that for sure. So let's get this one back in the water, and we'll come back and set up the other one. Yeah, anchovies it's been real good for me. I can't complain. It's been a real good part of the actual fishing gear for me as far as bait wise. That's a good cast. All right, I like that. Oh, already got a bite. Seriously kidding. Wow. I barely even got the pull down. Wow. All right. Try and sit it down again. I don't know why setting my pole up like that kind of reminds me of setting it up for catfish. That way, at least I can hear it if the bell moves. I've had it to where I couldn't hear it, and yeah, it just went. Hi, Anthony. How are you? Yes, it was quick. Yes, it was. Thank you. I appreciate that. Every so often, I have to look back to make sure that pole's good. One of the videos that I did, I really wished I would have had better lighting. Um, that would have made a great video. And because I didn't have proper lighting on it, man, it just, all thing I can say is if people are willing to sit through it, I promise it's a good video. But there's a lot of dark spots, and it's like, oh, my wife told me, she says, you need to get better lighting. This is not going to work. And she was absolutely right. But one of the videos that I was talking about was I was out fishing, and I got a bite, and what happened was I leaned it up against the chair like I did here on this one, and I couldn't hear it. And by the time I realized what was going on, I turned around. I heard something. I heard the chair fall over. The pole was in the water. I'd lost the pole. So the fish had taken my pole with it, and I was kind of bummed about it. But the surprise to the night was when I casted out my other pole farther out into the water and getting my pole back with the fish still on it. It was a 3-pound striper with my pole. It was amazing. The unfortunate thing was is that it was so dark that it made it difficult to see. So unfortunately, I didn't get a lot of views on it. That video, I called it "The Fish Took My Pole." But man, if you can sit through the long periods of darkness, I'll tell you, it's almost worth the watch. But I won't subject you to that. All right, let's get this out there and see what we got going on. Oh, already got a bite. Take it. I believe fish is on. The way he's pulling, it may not be a big one. Oh, is he still on? Oh, okay, good. Did he come off? Really? Yep, he's on. All right. Hey, a fish is a fish, right? A fish is a fish. Let's get this poor guy off and put him back in the water. He's a dinker. He's a dinker, but he's a fish. All right. Thanks for the fight, little guy. You fought hard, man. I'm impressed. Grow up and be big. Get that 20 pounds or so. It looks like a regular one. Actually, Josie, it looks like a regular one for sure. My favorite meal to eat? I don't know. I do like to eat. Love fish. Like sushi. No, I love sushi actually. I don't know. I guess all kinds. I like to eat. Ain't no mistake in that. All right, let's get this one set up again. Get it back out in the water. Hey, actually left me some bait. That's impressive. Wonder if I could still utilize it. Let's see here. I might still be able to utilize this one. It still might be good. Yeah, no, we're not going to chance it. It's pretty chewed up. I thought for sure we might be able to do it, but it looks pretty chewed up. Nothing like a little chumming for the water, right? Appreciate y'all hanging out with me tonight. There we go. May have to check that other pole because I haven't heard anything on it for a little bit. We'll get this one casted out, lean it against the chair, and we'll take the other one in. That is a very good question. Josie, I am using a product that I call Magic Thread. It is from a company that one of our local fisher people I hear introduced me to this product not too long ago. It is an elastic type thread. This, I will tell you, is a game changer for anybody who has problems with keeping bait on a hook. It is an amazing product. Um, the product is elastic, it wraps, it holds. I mean, it's a game changer. I believe it's used under the term of either magic thread or magic string. I was able to find a 4 pack for like $24, I think it was, on Amazon from a company called Scaletti. I think if you type in either magic thread or magic string, it'll pop up. Amazon for sure. It's a great product. I really like it a lot. I use it all the time. A lot of times you'll see me dealing with the bait, and that's what I'm doing. And once the fish is caught, the bait sometimes is still attached due to the actual threading of that item. So it is a good product. Highly recommend it. Go check it out on Amazon. I'm not endorsed by them. They're not. They don't promote me. It's just, it was given to me as a great idea, and I used it, loved it. So I'm going to share the information on it. Oh, indeed, Jr. Absolutely a game changer. 100% a game changer. There are other ways that people will do them. They'll use, from what I've seen, they'll use like tiny micro type rubber bands. They'll use them like that way also to keep your bait on. But to me, that just the way I do it just seemed easier for me. It just seemed a little bit easier for me to do that. So yeah, good stuff. So I'm gonna put this down here and see if I can check this other pole out. Oh, I cannot wait to get that pole holder. Oh boy, already got a bite. Seriously kidding. Wow. Did not take long, I'll tell you that. That pole bent. Boy, you're not gonna believe that. There's a carp right in front of me here. Right in front of me, there's a carp. Come on. I feel you taking it. Ah, oh, come on. I cannot wait to get them pole holders. Once I get that one, I'm going to definitely get the other one. I can already tell I'm going to need it. Great. Great. Awesome. Oh, mm, I will say definitely these lighter poles, they are fun. They even make the small fish feel like they're big. Indeed. Come on. We'll sit it down for a minute and see what happens with it. I may have to put bait on this one. May have to put bait on this one. Yep, such as I thought. Okay, no worries. We got a plan. I believe it was either 4 or 5 already. We're looking at either 4 or 5. Well, I appreciate you. If you need to go, I appreciate you coming by and hanging out for a little while. And hopefully, I'll see you again on the channel. But if you don't have to go, that'd be even better. Hang out, it'd be fun. Chum the water with that one. That's what I love about living out in this state here. You can legally chum. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you, Josie. Appreciate that so much. The nice thing about living in the state that I live in is it is legal to chum the water. Excuse me. I apologize for that. Hi, Glenn. How are you? The fishing is outstanding. We're at 4 or 5 already. Land or Steel Fishing. How are you tonight, my friend? It's going wonderful. Thanks for joining the channel. Appreciate y'all showing up. It has been a really decent night tonight. I think I'm at 4 or 5 already. I think earlier when I casted the first line out, we were getting hit within the first 5 minutes or so. And that one did spit it out as it got to the bank here. But after that, we've been catching them. So it's been good. They've been all dink size. I mean, nothing worth taking home for. But I've been known to pull out 3 pounders and even a 5 pound smallmouth out of this river. So we just go as we go. I appreciate you guys joining the channel. Do me a favor, if you haven't already, hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Wow, there is a carp out here. I'm telling you, I see it right there. Let's see here. Let me get this pole line taken care of real quick, so I don't want it to get all messed up. Maybe we can see if we can get a look at that visual of that thing. It's right there. I see it. I see the shadow. It comes up. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's out there. You may not be able to, but he's been up here already twice. So I'm going to go over this side here real quick and going to cast my line this direction for a minute. I think a lot of it has to do with me chumming the water. That's why he's coming up close. I think that's why. Check this one out. Indeed. I 100% agree on that one, JR. 100% agree on that one. Oh, okay, this one's got me caught. I wonder if it was something on it and it put me into the brush. Oh. Yeah, still on there. Give it a whoop. Got a bite. Got a bite. Got a bite. Let's hope it takes it. Fish on. Fish on. Fish on. I'm telling you, it is a good night tonight. Oh. Whoa. Okay, that's a first. I've never caught a dink like that before. All right. Let's get this guy off and get him back in the water. Hang on there, buddy. That's what I call a body shot. All right, come on, get it out. Come on. All right, good job. Good job. Able to get you out. Very good. All right, he's good. He's going to be good. All right, let's get him back in the water. I don't want to keep him out too long. Thanks for the fight, buddy. Good job. All right. I don't like keeping him out too long because I know it's not good for him. But another successful catch. I have never caught one like that before. It was definitely a body shot for sure. It still counts? Thank you. I appreciate that. It still counts. I appreciate that. He did. He swam away really good. My biggest thing is I don't want to keep him out of the water too long, and I don't like hurting him, because it's like, nah, I just don't want to do that. It's not fair to the fish, and I don't like doing that. So, sounds like somebody's having a good time. Well, thank you. Number 6, thank you. Thank you for keeping count, Josie. I appreciate it. Number 6. I know, right? Yeah, it's just a bunch of people having a good time out here at the bank of the river, per se. Sometimes when I come out here, there are people everywhere out here, and it's like I'm real careful where I cast my line because I don't want to get in anybody's way. But for the most part, people here are respectful. They know if you're fishing, they don't try and get in your way. I think there was only one time when I was out here that somebody saw me fishing, and to my surprise, twice he was in a kayak and he came right towards me where my line was. I'm like, I didn't want to be rude, but I'm like, you do realize I'm here, right? But overall, it wasn't bad. I mean, we try to be real friendly out here with everybody. All right, let's get this one back in the water. You know what I might do real quick is I might bring this other pole out real quick and put it towards the truck. Give me just a second. I'll bring it right back. While this one's in the water, I can set this other one up. I think we'll move the chair closer to the water, eh? All right. Yeah, no worries. For the most part, people are respectful out here. Well, this tripod is it's actually one that my wife had that this tripod I'm using here actually was one that was designed to be on a lighted I guess the best way of putting it is when you want to do like photo shots and things like that, you need extra lighting. The tripod that I'm using was the base of it, and the wife wasn't using it anymore, and I figured, well, if you weren't using it, can I have it? Because I knew exactly why I wanted it, and it worked out great. But overall, though, you can get tripods probably relatively inexpensive. It all depends on what you want to use. There is one that I do have. Watching them, the wakes come up here. Make sure it's not getting too close to the chair, because that boat was just coming by quick. Here, let me show you. You can see it coming out quick. That guy was hauling butt for sure. Thank goodness it don't take forever for it to stop. But anyway, as I was saying, there was another one that I got that doesn't go as high as this one does, but it actually has the ability where you can remote it with your phone and to on and off on your videos and such. So yeah, I mean, they're out there, no doubt. I just got real fortunate on this one. Thanks for asking. Exactly. And I thought, what a better way to repurpose it than to use it for a tripod when I'm out here. Indeed. So far, it hasn't failed me yet. Folks, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me this long. I appreciate it so much. What I'm thinking about doing is probably going to a larger size hook. That way I can actually have these anchovies really stay on properly. They work, but I think I might need to go bigger. Maybe thinking like a 3/0. Is it a 6 or a 3? I can't remember which is the larger one. I think it's a 3/0 though. That's the one that may be a little bit bigger, more of a circular type, to where you can actually put your bait on it. Whoop, got a bite. Hang on. I heard it. I heard that bell moving. Come on. He's tapping it. I can feel it. He's definitely tapping the pole. Come on. Yeah, he might be on. He may be on. Yep, he's on. Wasn't sure. Man, these little guys can fight. They can fight really, really good. Man. All right, let's get him off real quick and put him back in the water. Come on. There you go. I got to admit, man, these little critters, they fight hard. They do. They're tiny, but man, they're ferocious. All right, buddy. Thanks for the catch. Thanks for the fight. Go up. Be big. Man, they fight. The interesting thing that I'm finding about the dinks per se is that they really are indeed. They are so much fun to catch. The thing that I've noticed with them though is that they fight and they fight, and when the pole goes down, you'd almost think you have like a 2 pounder or so on it, but that's not always the case. Yeah, it is what it is though. Have I ever heard of a high-low rig? No, I have not. Um, if you would be gracious enough to explain it to me in the comments, that would be awesome. I am indeed ripping some lifts tonight. Yes, I am. Thank you so much for that. Yes, it's been a really good night tonight. So a high or low? Never heard of it. Sometimes it's hard to get this stuff to adhere when your hands are wet. Oh, no kidding. So you have your weight down here, a hook and a hook. Is that the same as, um, and I don't want to sound ignorant. I don't mean to be if it does. That's not the same as like a Carolina, or is that something completely different? Oh, it's for saltwater. Okay. I got you. Nice. All right. That bait is not going to work. So I'm not going to use that one. Oh, no kidding. Okay. It's good to know that. Thank you. So it's good for salt or fresh. Nice. Nice. It's good to know that. So I'm gonna have to try that. So it's the weight on the bottom and one hook above that. We talking about a couple of inches, 6 inches or more, and then the second one the same. Oh, 12 inches between hooks. Okay, gotcha. So it's actually a pretty good spread then on that. Arizona Desert Fishing Maniac. How are you, my friend? Thank you for joining the channel. I appreciate you stopping by. And if you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell. That way you get all my, you know, the routine, lives, shorts, videos for sure. And do me a favor, hit that like button. I'm doing wonderful. How are you tonight, my friend? It's kind of cool having somebody else come out with the name Arizona also. What part of Arizona are you from, sir? Oh, okay. Nice. Thanks, Jay. I appreciate that. Yeah, it does make sense indeed. Oh, you're in Buckeye, Arizona? Well, welcome. I'm actually here in the Colorado River area, right by Laughlin, doing some night fishing. Buckeye, Arizona, in the house. Thanks for stopping by tonight, my friend. Whoa, almost lost my shoe there. All right, see if we can get that other pole rigged up real quick. While I listen for that bell. Ow, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, folks, don't do that. Don't stick yourself with your own hook. That hurts. No kidding. Nice. Good job on that flathead. Hey, SoCal, how are you? I'm doing fine, my friend. How are you? Thanks for joining the channel this evening. I take it that you had a good day fishing? Oh, so you do a 6 inch, then a 12 inch. Okay, I got you. And then the actual weight at the base. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I got to tell you guys something though. Hey, um, the gentleman that's on the channel tonight with us, SoCal Outdoors, check out his video on his the setup. I don't want to call it wrong, so I don't want to disrespect it because it's actually really cool. But I believe he calls it the donkey lure. You've got to check that video out on his channel. It is really unique and really cool. I'm definitely going to build it. It looks like it would be a game changer as far as catching bass. And check out that channel on SoCal Outdoors, man. he did a mini how to build them, and then actually shows it catching an actual decent sized bass. So shout out to you, SoCal Outdoors, for that little. Hang on, I'm getting a bite. Getting a bite. This is exciting. It has been nonstop tonight. Yeah, I heard that bell. I saw it moving. Oh, I think I pulled too fast. Darn it. Hopefully there's still bait on there. It hit hard though. It hit hard. Come on. I know you're out there. I'll tell you what, folks, that pole holder cannot come fast enough. I should just turn around by another one. That way I know the other one's coming too. Oh, let's check it. It may have taken the bait already. Yep, it did. Just as I thought. That thing hit hard. It hit really hard on that pole. I saw it. Oh, so okay, I didn't know there was two channels with your name. Really? Well, I'm glad. I'm glad you corrected that. All right. Yeah, that area out there in Imperial County is really nice. I used to do a lot of upland game bird hunting out there in Imperial County. Really nice area. That and Turkey. Take a few minutes to chat with y'all. I do. Thank you. It's I call it my Iron Infidel. I think that's the name of it. It's industrial, man. And this thing, believe it or not, folks, if you buy one online, these things hold water. They hold water amazing. And I think I put ice in it one day, and like 4 days later, there was still ice in the actual flask or the unit itself. So it definitely does its job. Oh, the donkey rig indeed. Yeah. SoCal, when he built that, yeah, that thing is freaking awesome. That thing is really, really cool. Mr. Stacks, agreed, it is. It is definitely military grade. It's probably the best thing I've ever invested in when it comes to water jugs like that. It'll definitely keep your water cold for days at a time, even with ice still in it. Think of getting kind of short and a little low on anchovies. Might have to take a drive to the store tomorrow. Oh yeah, indeed. It does get pretty warm out here. I think my first summer actually living out here, we topped out at, and I kid you not, Arizona, we topped out here at 128 degrees. Talk about what did I do moment. That may have been at my first summer here. But I'll tell you what, it is the best place I've that I could live. Oh, okay, yeah, I get you. It does get warm out there too. Wow. I've heard a lot of names for that state, SoCal, but I've never heard that one. I know, no, I shouldn't laugh because it's sad, but yeah, I understand totally. That's why I no longer live there. All right, let's get this pole out in the water and catch some fish, huh? Boy, that didn't take long. That did not take long at all. All right. Oh, no. Stop. No. Go on, buddy. You've earned it. Go on. You've earned it. Go on. No. Don't come on the thing. Get out. Go on. Wow. Wow. Hey, that counts, right? Immediately it was on. Immediately it was on. As soon as I got up here to the bank, whoop, it fell off. Tried to put it back in the water. So I'm going to come back on the shore. No, get back in the water. So that does count. So where are we looking at now? We looking at 6 or 7. Oh my gosh. Such a great night fishing. Such a great night fishing. Hey, I appreciate that. Thank you, Stack. Appreciate that. I'm counting it too. Wow. 8. Wow. Okay. Thank you for keeping track. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. Should we try for one more? 3.5 hours away from Havasu, Buckeye. That is a drive indeed. All right, one more it is then we're gonna end up winding it down because it's gonna about ready to close here a little bit. So let's get one more out there. Exact. No, I agree 100%. If it's hot tonight biting, let's do it. 10 more. If I had enough time, Josie, I would. Indeed. Okay, we're gonna put a little bit bigger bait on this one, see how it works out. All right, let's get one more out there. See if we can try this again. That one didn't seem like it fit well. Okay, much better. Much better on the cast. I can see the park people driving around with the little yellow hazard lights on. This may be our last cast of the evening, the way it looks. They shut this park down around 11 o'clock here. Not bad though. It's been a really good night for me here tonight. I'm really impressed with it. And I appreciate each and every single one of you staying on board with me as long as you have and helping me reach that 200 goal mark. I really appreciate that. I can't stress that enough, guys and gals. Thank you so much for your support and dedication to staying with me, helping my channel grow. Oh, indeed. It's been a great evening having everybody on board. Hi, Posbot. How are you? Thanks for joining the channel tonight, my friend. Thank you for joining the channel. If you could do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button for me. And if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I appreciate it. I can feel the bites on the pole. Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I got to admit, this has been one of the best nights out here in a little bit as far as catching that many. I've only had a night like this twice since I've started my channel where I've caught more than 5 or 6. This is impressive. Makes me truly thankful when I do be able to catch that many. Hi, Sam. How are you? Yes, it did keep me busy. Indeed. I like taking them home when they're 3 pounds or more. When they're small like tonight's been, they're fun for the action and fun to catch, but I like them to go back in the water so they can get big. My ultimate goal is to catch them 20, 30 pounders, if not bigger. They're out in our lakes. They are huge out in the lakes. I think the biggest one that I've seen out in this river here was probably a good, which my son caught actually. Um, it was about 5 years ago, I guess, during the wintertime. It was about a 15-pound striper. It was huge. It was huge. Give it a little bit more and then I'll check that line. Okay, I feel the pole moving. I got you. Surprised the raccoons aren't much moving around tonight across the river over here. There's an area on the hillside over here where there's a bunch of brush and stuff. I think raccoons live out in that area there. They've been relatively quiet the whole evening. Normally when I'm out here, they're moving everywhere. It seems to be out here, rack stacks, or stack racks, I'm sorry. It seems out here that it's almost, it could potentially be all year long, but it seems like they run even harder and heavier more frequently in the wintertime. I think they're relatively a cold water fish, but during the wintertime is when they're hitting hard. Summertime they're hitting hard too. Yeah, yeah, I would probably say all year long the way it looks around here. 8 fish caught, 10 to go. All right, Josie, challenge accepted. But I mean, overall though, yeah, even during the summertime in this area, it seems like they're catching a lot out here. The river's nice, but from what I'm understanding, the lake is where they're really at. If you can find the boils that are in the lake that are tracking by the bait fish, that's where your striper are going to be. Um, I just got to quit being lazy and get my butt out there on the water with my boat. I guess I get comfortable bank fishing when I realize that there's bigger fish out on on the lake. Well, I'm gonna have to wind this reel in. It's almost 11, so I'll try and hurry and get things wrapped up here so I can spend a little time with you guys before I close the live feed out. Man, it's been so fun tonight. Thank you guys for staying on board. Oh, look, I caught a vegetable. Yeah, I caught me a vegetable. Imagine that. Ah, it's funny. Oh, sure. Now they're going to jump. I can hear them out there jumping now. Uh, no, it doesn't. You're right, SoCal. It does not count. Don't need no garnishes, right? Straight meat, no veggies. Yeah, I can hear them out there jumping. That's pretty cool. No, I can hear them jumping. Indeed. I can hear them jumping out there. They're like, yes, he's leaving and we know it. He's leaving and we know it. Let's jump. Uh, it's one of the nights where you bring a stringer and you did good catching, but nothing big to take home. I need to restock my I think you're right. I truly do think you're right. They probably do know that. They all stand in that little group of the area, the river and whatever, and they all kind of wait until I get ready to go. And they say, yeah, we're gonna wait till he leaves, and when he leaves, then we're gonna celebrate. Uh, Indeed. Well, hey everyone, you know what? I just want to say thank you so much for joining the live stream tonight. I really appreciate it. Um, it's been a pleasure hanging out with you guys and chatting. Good conversation and a lot of tips on learning new product, ways to fish, all that good stuff. It's always a pleasure to learn and share what I've learned. Um, sometimes it don't seem like we learn much that we think we know, but the reality is I learn a lot from you guys. And as I was saying earlier, I couldn't be successful with my channel if it wasn't for you all, subscribing and being patient. Chat, you guys are awesome. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. And it's anytime we can get out here and fish, it's just a great time to be out doing our thing. Oh, my pleasure, Josie. And thank you for joining me on the fishing trip. It was a pleasure having you here also. Um, wow. Time flew by fast. I mean, even though I got here a little late this evening, time flew by fast. Have a good night, Sam. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And you guys be safe. Well, folks, again, thank you so much. I appreciate all your support, all your thumbs up and your likes and all that. And do me a favor, if it's possible, share the channel with your friends and everybody that you know. I really would like this channel to grow. I would like it to be successful like yours and everybody else that I subscribe to. I see how you guys are doing it, and I'd like to be part of that game too. So all your help is appreciated, and I can't stress that enough. Thank you guys so much. Um, couldn't do it without you. Until next time, I'm going to try and probably end up going to a different location on the next live that I do. I may end up going to the dam site or even getting the boat out in the water because I've really been wanting to get that thing out there. It's a decent little boat and it's got a 60 horsepower Merc on there, so it'll go. It'll get me out there, and just want to get out there. I've got to get some lights put on it, and see, I got the bell turned on next time. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Josie. I appreciate that. I'm getting ready to try and mount some LED green lights on it for night fishing. So my son has been real instrumental in helping me getting that done. He did it to his pontoon boat, and man, I could not believe the difference that it did when we went fishing on his boat. So yeah, definitely want to get that done on mine. Again, folks, thank you for joining. Have a wonderful evening out there. If you're out fishing tonight, be safe. And if you go out fishing tomorrow, please be safe. And I'm Tim with Arrows on Outdoors. And until next time, take care and fish on.